Okay, so I felt like I needed to draw up a little graphic for you so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. This is mostly for the ASD spouses, although it doesn't hurt the NT spouses to hear this as well. But speaking of the NT spouse, we'll use the case where it's the autistic husband and the neurotypical wife. She understands that conflict is necessary and that disagreement is part of the program. And so this is not going to be a surprise to the NT wives. It might be a little bit of a new thing for the autistic husband, and that is this. Conflict is normal to a degree. Conflict is to be expected, and actually you want some conflict. Conflict is not altogether bad. You can't resolve a problem unless you identify the problem and discuss the problem. So a lot of guys on the autism spectrum view conflict as a disaster. They view talking about the problem as a personal insult and like they're being attacked and criticized and being parented. No. If you're in a relationship with your significant other, conflict is going to be part of the program. It's okay. There's nothing going wrong. Now, there is such a thing as having no conflict, and the guys might be going, oh, great. That's what I'm shooting for, no conflict. No, you don't want to shoot for no conflict, because if you do, and you find that you're in a relationship where there's no conflict and you never talk about problems, that means you've given up. Both parties have given up. And at some level, they don't even care about the relationship anymore. It's no longer important to them because they know they're not getting anywhere in this relationship. So no conflict is a bad sign. On the other end of the spectrum, we have too much conflict, which is probably where the neurodiverse couple finds themselves today. Chronic conflict. We're always fighting. We're always finding numerous problems. We're always focusing on the problems, never solving anything. That's just as bad, but it's on the other end of the spectrum. Now, in the middle, somewhere, we have moderate conflict. There is such a thing as fair fighting. I know that seems like an oxymoron, but you can fight, you can argue, you can have conflict, you can discuss things in a very passionate, heated way because, both parties, or certainly one party, is discussing something that's very important to him or her, and that's fine. Moderate amounts of conflict yield results. Moderate amounts of conflict yield results because A, you're having some discussion, but B, you're not so wrapped up in being in the rabbit hole of chronic, constant conflict that yields no positive results that you're okay with having a fight every now and then because well, yeah, we argue. It was a tough moment. Neither one of us really enjoyed the discussion per se, but we arrived at some kind of a resolution. So if the end result is almost always resolution, I can handle the conflict. Moderate amounts, that is. So, conflict is okay. Conflict resolution will happen when you're in the middle of the spectrum here. So especially to the guys on the autism spectrum out there, don't view her talking about the problem as a personal attack, or that now she's out to get you, or that you've done something wrong, or that you are to be chastised. It's not a personal attack. She's not talking down to you. She's not criticizing you. She's wanting to fight fair to resolve the issues.